The galaxy had known peace for centuries, upheld by the Galactic Space Council, a coalition of the most advanced and influential alien civilizations. Each species brought unique strengths and wisdom, maintaining a delicate balance of power and diplomacy across countless star systems. But beneath the polished surface of unity, tensions simmered. The Council's members had long kept a wary eye on Earth, watching humanity's rapid technological progress with increasing unease. Humans were newcomers to galactic politics, only recently admitted as junior members of the Council. Earth had been a latecomer to space exploration, yet its breakthroughs in quantum computing, energy manipulation, and faster-than-light propulsion stunned even the most seasoned alien scientists. Whispered rumors of secret weapons programs reached the ears of Council leaders, fueling suspicion that Earth harbored hidden military projects that could upset the fragile peace. At the heart of this unease was Earth's refusal to disclose full details about its space fleet. While other civilizations openly shared their technological advancements for collective defense, humanity maintained a veil of secrecy around its warships and weaponry. This silence was seen by many as a potential threat, a dark unknown lurking on the edge of galactic order. The Galactic Council convened an emergency summit aboard the sprawling station Zenthera, orbiting the neutral planet of Varus Prime. Delegates from dozens of species gathered, each representing centuries of culture, philosophy, and military might. The agenda was clear: pressure Earth to reveal its true capabilities or face sanctions. Some members advocated for outright demands, believing humanity's secrecy was a dangerous gamble that could lead to war. Others counseled caution, arguing that provoking Earth could backfire, but all agreed the status quo was unsustainable. Meanwhile, Earth's leaders remained resolute and calm. In the fortified command center beneath Earth's orbital city of New Avalon, President Marin Valak addressed her closest advisors. "We will not be bullied or forced to expose our hand," she declared. "Our strength lies not only in technology, but in the patience and wisdom to choose the right moment. The galaxy is ready to see what humanity truly is, but on our terms." Behind the scenes, Earth's top scientists and military engineers worked tirelessly in secret orbital shipyards, hidden within the asteroid belt. Their goal was nothing less than revolutionary: to harness the enigmatic power of dark matter as a weapon and shield. This project, codenamed Oblivion, pushed the boundaries of physics and engineering, aiming to create warships unlike any seen before, capable of near invisibility, unmatched speed, and devastating firepower. Back on Zenthara, tensions escalated as Council representatives debated the potential consequences. Envoys from the ancient race of Zilari argued that Earth's defiance could spark an arms race, leading to galactic chaos. The pragmatic Saren coalition proposed diplomatic engagement, hoping to coax Earth into transparency. Yet the enigmatic Valorians remained silent, their inscrutable expressions betraying nothing. In this climate of suspicion and uncertainty, the Council's patience wore thin. A vote was scheduled to issue a formal ultimatum to Earth: either submit to a full technology inspection or face sanctions that could isolate humanity from interstellar trade and diplomacy. Unbeknownst to the Council, Earth was preparing for a moment that would shake the galaxy to its core. Humanity's patience was a strategic mask, hiding a force that would not only defy expectations, but leave the entire Galactic Council speechless. The gathering storm was coming, and with it, a new chapter in galactic history was about to begin. While the Galactic Space Council debated Earth's secrecy and intentions, a team of Earth's top scientists and engineers were making history behind the scenes. Their mission: to master one of the universe's most elusive and powerful phenomena, dark matter, and weaponize it for defense and deterrence. Dark matter was an enigma. Invisible to conventional sensors, it composed a mysterious 85% of the universe's total mass, yet it neither emitted nor absorbed light. For decades, scientists around the galaxy speculated about its nature, but none had succeeded in harnessing it for practical use. That was about to change on Earth. Leading this monumental breakthrough was Dr. Varela Caney, a brilliant physicist renowned for her unconventional theories on dark matter manipulation. Under strict government secrecy, her team had developed a way to isolate, contain, and control dark matter particles within specialized reactor cores. These cores could generate powerful gravitational fields and manipulate spacetime itself. The result was the Oblivion warship, the first of its kind. Unlike traditional starships made of metal and alloy, the Oblivion was built around a dark matter core that rendered the ship nearly invisible to all known detection methods. Its hull could shift dimensions subtly, bending light and sensor waves, making it a ghost in space. But invisibility was only part of its power. The dark matter core granted the Oblivion unmatched speed, allowing it to slip through space at velocities that defied known physics. This speed wasn't just fast, it was instantaneous across certain vectors, effectively enabling the warship to blink from one point to another. Combined with powerful dark energy weapons, the Oblivion could strike before enemies even realized it was there. Construction of these warships took place in orbit, hidden within vast asteroid mining complexes far beyond regular galactic trade routes. The asteroid belt's natural debris provided perfect camouflage for these secret shipyards, ensuring no alien intelligence could easily detect or infiltrate the program. As the project advanced, security protocols became even tighter. Only a select few within Earth's highest echelons knew the full extent of the Oblivion program. President Marin Valak understood that this technological leap was Earth's ace card, a deterrent so powerful it could alter the balance of power in the galaxy. Behind closed doors, Dr. Kane demonstrated the capabilities of the prototype Oblivion to Earth's military council. The warship's dark matter fields nullified every sensor scan, and its propulsion system could relocate the ship across vast distances in the blink of an eye. The dark energy cannons could obliterate enemy vessels with pinpoint precision, leaving no time for retaliation. Yet Dr. Caney and her team remained humble. The science was still new, and dark matter's mysteries deep. They knew this technology was a double-edged sword. If used unwisely, it could trigger devastating conflict or destabilize the very fabric of spacetime. Back on Earth, debates raged over how to reveal the Oblivion fleet to the galaxy. Some factions urged an immediate demonstration of power to intimidate and silence critics. Others pushed for diplomacy first, fearing that overt aggression would provoke war. President Valak chose a third path, a silent, undeniable demonstration that would force the Galactic Council to acknowledge Earth's new strength without firing a single shot. Humanity would not threaten or attack, but it would no longer hide in the shadows. As the Oblivion warships quietly completed their final tests, a new era dawned for humanity. The galaxy would soon see that Earth was no longer a minor player. Its mastery of dark matter heralded a power unlike any before. The countdown to revelation had begun. The secret of dark matter was no longer just science fiction. It was Earth's shield and sword, poised to change galactic history forever. The Galactic Space Council's grand summit aboard the colossal stations in Thera was meant to be a display of unity and strength, a gathering of the galaxy's most powerful species to discuss the rising tensions surrounding Earth. The delegates, clad in their ceremonial armors and robes, argued fervently over Earth's refusal to disclose its military advancements. Little did they know, the most astonishing moment of the summit was about to unfold. Quietly, invisibly, and utterly without warning. Suddenly, all communications with Earth ceased. Sensors across the station began to flicker erratically, alarms beeped in a confused chorus, and the delegates watched helplessly as their advanced detection systems failed to pick up any clear signals in Earth's orbit. A creeping unease spread through the chamber. Something was happening, but no one could say what. Then, in the midst of the confusion, the unimaginable became reality. In the orbital space surrounding Varus Prime, where the Zenthera station hovered, dozens of new starships materialized, except they were nowhere to be seen. The warships were there, but utterly invisible to the Council's sensors and the naked eye. These were the Oblivions, human warships powered by dark matter, cloaked not by conventional stealth, but by the very fabric of the universe itself. Humanity's Oblivions had slipped into orbit silently, their dark matter hulls bending light and electromagnetic waves to render them ghosts in space. As the Council scrambled to recalibrate their instruments, Earth's flagship warship suddenly broke the silence with a calm but commanding broadcast. The voice of President Marin Valak echoed across all frequencies. "We come not as conquerors, but as sovereign protectors. Witness the power Earth has crafted, silent, unseen, yet unyielding. We demand recognition, respect, and a place among the galaxy's true powers." The Council chamber was stunned into silence. The delegates exchanged anxious glances, their confidence shattered by the undeniable proof of humanity's new might. No one had imagined such technology was possible, or that Earth had deployed it so openly. The message was clear. Humanity was no longer a hidden threat, but a formidable presence whose strength no sensor could penetrate. Debate erupted once more, but this time with a heavier weight of fear and awe. Some delegates whispered that this was an act of war by stealth. Others argued that Earth had merely shown the future of warfare, and a few saw a new path to peace through power. The Oblivions maintained their silent vigil, unblinking sentinels, around the station. Their dark matter cloaks not only rendered them invisible but also immune to energy weapons and sensor scans. They were a reminder of how drastically the rules had changed. Inside the Council's war room, strategy experts scrambled to devise countermeasures, but every proposal seemed inadequate against technology that defied known physics. The Council's most advanced fleets would be powerless to intercept the Oblivions if hostilities broke out. On Earth, the leadership watched the unfolding reactions carefully. President Valak had anticipated shock but also hoped for reason. Her message was clear. Humanity's strength was meant to deter aggression, not to ignite war. The Oblivions were a shield for Earth and its colonies, a way to guarantee survival. In a galaxy where power dictated respect, the silent arrival marked a turning point. The Galactic Council, for the first time in its history, was speechless, not out of agreement but out of awe and fear. Humanity had changed the game forever, proving that even the most secretive and powerful alliance could be blindsided. The summit ended in uneasy silence. The galaxy awaited humanity's next move. Would this demonstration lead to peace through strength or ignite the fires of a new conflict? One thing was certain. Nothing would ever be the same again. The unexpected arrival of humanity's dark matter warships, the Oblivions, had sent ripples of shock and disbelief through the Galactic Space Council. Once proud and unchallenged, the Council members now faced a reality they had never anticipated. Earth possessed technology so advanced it rendered their own sophisticated detection and defense systems virtually useless. In the Council's vast chambers aboard the station, Xanthara, a heavy silence hung in the air. Delegates sat stunned, their usual fervent debates replaced by cautious whispers and uncertain glances. The sudden unveiling of the Oblivions had shattered the illusion of galactic supremacy that many species had taken for granted. Council leaders quickly gathered for emergency sessions. The ancient and wise Zilari, known for their long memories and cautious diplomacy, voiced grave concerns. This revelation could destabilize the balance of power. If Earth's technology remains unchecked, others will scramble to catch up or seek alliances to counter it, possibly triggering an arms race that no one can control. In contrast, the militant Saren coalition pushed for a more aggressive stance. "We must demand the immediate disarmament of Earth's secret fleet," their envoy argued. "Such power in human hands threatens every species. We cannot allow a single world to hold the keys to galactic dominance." Amidst the rising tension, the Valorians, enigmatic and inscrutable, remained silent, their expressions unreadable. Their quiet observation unsettled many, as the Valorians were known to hold significant sway behind the scenes. While fear and suspicion clouded the Council's chambers, Earth's diplomatic team prepared to respond with a message crafted to ease tensions but assert their newfound strength. Humanity's position was clear. They sought respect and peaceful coexistence, not domination. President Marin Valak's envoy delivered a carefully worded communiqué. Earth's dark matter warships are not instruments of conquest, but of deterrence. Our technology guarantees our sovereignty and security in a galaxy that has too often turned its gaze away from human struggles. We extend an invitation for dialogue and cooperation under terms that acknowledge our rightful place among galactic powers. The council members received the message with mixed reactions. Some saw it as a genuine olive branch. Others viewed it as veiled arrogance. Behind closed doors, factions formed. Proponents of diplomacy hoped that with proper negotiation, Earth could be integrated peacefully. Hardliners argued that such power must be constrained, preferably by force if necessary. Amidst this turmoil, intelligence reports surfaced about clandestine factions within the Council. Certain member states feared Earth's technology too much and began plotting covert operations aimed at undermining or even sabotaging the Oblivion program. These secret maneuvers added a dangerous new layer to the unfolding crisis. Meanwhile, Earth's leaders were fully aware that their technology and influence had become a lightning rod. They continued to enhance the Oblivion's capabilities, ensuring that any hostile act against them would be met with overwhelming response. The warships remained silent sentinels, a constant reminder that humanity was prepared for the harsh realities of galactic politics. The Council's shock-forced, a period of uneasy calm, open warfare seemed unlikely, for now, but the fragile peace was laced with tension. The old rules no longer applied, and every species knew that the balance had shifted irrevocably. In this pivotal moment, the galaxy stood at a crossroads. Would the Galactic Space Council adapt to include this new power, forging alliances that could reshape the future? Or would fear and suspicion spark conflicts that might engulf entire star systems? As the Council wrestled with these questions, humanity watched and waited, ready to defend its place in the stars and to unveil even greater secrets yet hidden in the shadows of dark matter. The Galactic Space Council's shock had morphed into anxiety and impatience. The undeniable demonstration of Earth's dark matter warships, Oblivions, had thrown the Council into disarray, but their response was clear. They would no longer tolerate humanity's silence. After weeks of intense debate, closed-door meetings, and mounting pressure from various member factions, the Council decided to issue an ultimatum to Earth. The ultimatum was unprecedented in the history of galactic diplomacy. It demanded that Earth immediately submit its Oblivion fleet to a full inspection and disarmament process under the supervision of a Council-appointed task force. The goal was to neutralize the perceived threat before it could escalate into open conflict. The message was firm and unequivocal: comply or face severe sanctions, including trade embargoes, diplomatic isolation, and possible collective military action. Council representatives broadcast the ultimatum across all known frequencies, ensuring no communication blackout could block their demand. The message was delivered with the combined authority of the galaxy's most powerful species, signaling unity and resolve. Yet beneath the surface, tensions simmered. Some members feared that pushing Earth too hard might provoke the very war they sought to avoid. Back on Earth, the ultimatum was met with steely resolve. President Marin Valak convened her inner circle, in the command center beneath New Avalon. "This is what we expected," she said calmly. "They want to strip us of our strength and force us to kneel. We will not. The Oblivions are our shield, our deterrent. To surrender them would be to invite domination." Earth's response was clear. They refused to comply with the Council's demands. Instead, they proposed a new diplomatic framework, one where Earth's sovereignty and technological edge were respected, and cooperation was built on mutual trust, not coercion. The message was carefully crafted to avoid outright confrontation, but made clear that Earth's dark matter fleet would not be handed over. The Council reacted with a mixture of frustration and fear. The refusal deepened divides among the member species. Some advocated for immediate military readiness, calling for fleets to mobilize in defense against a potential Earth uprising. Others pushed for more nuanced diplomacy, fearing that any aggression would unite humanity and spark a devastating war. Meanwhile, covert factions within the Council accelerated their secret plans. Intelligence reports suggested that sabotage attempts were underway, targeting Earth shipyards and dark matter reactors. Earth security agencies intensified their vigilance, countering espionage and protecting the Oblivion project with unmatched rigor. The stage was set for a high-stakes standoff. The Galactic Council wielded its political and military weight, while humanity relied on its unprecedented technology and strategic patience. Both sides understood that open war would be catastrophic, but neither was willing to back down. President Valak addressed the people of Earth, emphasizing unity and resilience. "We stand at the dawn of a new era," she declared. "Our strength is our silence, our patience, and our resolve. The galaxy will learn that humanity is not to be underestimated or controlled." As the ultimatum countdown ticked toward its deadline, diplomatic envoys from neutral worlds attempted to mediate, urging compromise. However, with suspicions running high and egos clashing, the prospects for peace grew dimmer. In the shadows, Earth scientists continued refining the Oblivion Fleet. New advancements promised even greater control over dark matter, enhancing the warship's invisibility, speed, and destructive capability. Humanity was ready, whether for peace or war. The ultimatum had escalated the crisis from suspicion to confrontation. The galaxy held its breath, waiting to see whether this collision of wills would ignite a war or forge an uneasy peace. The fate of billions hung in the balance. The tense standoff between Earth and the Galactic Space Council reached its climax. With the ultimatum ignored and tensions escalating, many expected war to erupt, a conflict that could engulf entire star systems and redefine the galaxy forever. But what followed was something no one had predicted, a profound shift in galactic power dynamics, heralding the dawn of a new order. As the ultimatum's deadline passed without Earth's compliance, the Council's fleets moved into heightened alert, warships poised for battle. Yet, no attack came. Instead, the Oblivions, humanity's dark matter warships, remained silent, invisible guardians circling strategic points around the Council's core worlds. Their presence alone was a powerful deterrent, a reminder that Earth had mastered forces beyond the Council's control. Recognizing this new reality, some Council factions began advocating for a different approach. The old methods of intimidation and domination no longer applied to a world that could vanish from sensors, strike without warning, and retreat before retaliation. The galaxy's leaders had to acknowledge humanity's technological leap and adjust accordingly. Secret backchannels opened between Earth's diplomats and select Council representatives. These quiet negotiations focused on crafting a framework for coexistence that respected Earth's sovereignty while addressing the Council's concerns. It was a delicate dance of trust and suspicion, diplomacy and deterrence. Earth's terms were firm but reasonable. In exchange for recognition as a major galactic power, Earth offered to share portions of its dark matter research, carefully controlled and limited, to help the Council's member states develop better defenses. This sharing would create a balance, preventing any one faction from gaining absolute supremacy and promoting a fragile stability. The Galactic Council, wary yet pragmatic, agreed to these terms. A historic treaty was drafted, the Treaty of Varus Prime, named after the planet orbiting the station Zenthera, where the summit took place. The treaty redefined galactic governance, formally welcoming Earth into the Council of Great Powers and setting new protocols for transparency, technology sharing, and mutual defense. The treaty also established strict safeguards around dark matter technology, recognizing its immense power and the risks of misuse. An interstellar regulatory body was created to oversee research and deployment, preventing the reckless escalation of arms and maintaining a precarious peace. This new era was not without challenges. Some factions remained distrustful, covertly, working to undermine the fragile agreement. Political intrigue, espionage, and subtle power plays continued beneath the surface. Yet the open threat of Earth's oblivions ensured that no faction could openly defy the treaty without risking devastating consequences. On Earth, President Marin Valak hailed the treaty as a triumph of human perseverance and vision. "We have shown the galaxy that strength and wisdom must go hand in hand," she declared. "Our place among the stars is secure, not through conquest, but through respect and the power of innovation." The Treaty of Varus Prime marked a turning point. The Galactic Space Council, once complacent in its dominance, had been forced to evolve. Humanity, once an underestimated newcomer, had become a pivotal player in galactic affairs. As the dust settled, the galaxy entered a new phase, one defined by technological marvels, cautious alliances, and the ever-present shadow of dark matter, warships lurking unseen in the void. The balance of power was no longer static. It was a dynamic and evolving tapestry, shaped by trust, fear, and the endless pursuit of survival. In this new galactic order, humanity stood ready, not just to defend its place, but to lead. The stars themselves seemed to whisper of the future, uncertain, challenging, but filled with infinite possibility.